So the deal is Randy is not here. He is at trade shows right now. See, yeah, no Randy back there. Just camera guy and his wife. It's just me and Kara. And Randy's at trade shows, and he sent us down a week early to try to kill a javelina, because javelina season ends on January 25th, which is the day that Randy gets here. So our goal this week is to kill a javelina or two, and maybe a deer. I just bought a deer tag. We just went to the store in Tucson, picked up a tag for $300, and it was easy. We're just here, ready to hunt deer and javelina for a week. And we're gonna go find Clay, who helped Randy and Wade on Randy's elk hunt earlier this year in northern Arizona. And so we're gonna go find Clay, and he's been here for a day, and we're gonna see what he's seen and go have a whole lot of fun, hopefully. Next week, Hank Shaw is gonna be here to cook everything that we shoot, which is pretty cool. And David Brinker from Sitka is coming, and Brian Call from Gritty Bowman is coming, and Sam Soholt, who we had on the podcast about the public land bus. His public land bus is going to be down here taking photos and also hunting. So it's going to be a big old party. And Randy rented a vacation rental house that we're all going to stay in starting then. But until then, we're just going to camp out and hang out, learn the country, and shoot some javelina, hopefully. So how long have you been hunting javelina?
About an hour now.
But for like your career?
Oh, well, I've shot a few javelinas, but they tend to never move before I shoot them or after. They're usually always in a 3D range. But I've been hunting javelinas for the past 3 years at the range. We got to Arizona this afternoon, picked up all of our supplies, came down to camp, found where we're going to be camping, and then drove around to look for some javelina and some deer. We spotted a few different Coues mule deer.
Them Coues mule deer.
Coues mule deer. Didn't see any javelinas. And now we're going to go back to camp, meet Clay for the first time. He's going to become my new best friend. Maybe cook some food. Discuss our game plans for tomorrow. We're going to be down here for about a week, and there's going to be a lot of mistakes that happen. And just so you know, they all are going to stem from the cameraman. They will all be his fault.
What if I hand you the camera?
You're still responsible. I'm just a tripod at that point. Last night after we saw those Coues deer, we went back to the campground and met Clay and his friend Clint for the first time, and they're super nice people and gave us a whole bunch of information about javelina and what to expect, and they sound like they're pretty cool animals, and so I'm excited to try and finally see one today. Hopefully see one of the little red piglets. And they had spotted a couple different groups yesterday, so we're gonna go and see if we can find at least one of the groups today.
What is it?
A deer.
Where?
Really far away.
Is it a buck?
No.
Is it a doe?
I mean, it could be a buck, but it looks like a doe. I don't see any horns. We started this morning by going to an area that Clay had seen some javelina yesterday, and we glassed there all morning and didn't really see anything. We saw a whole bunch of coos deer, but we haven't seen any javelinas yet. And so we split up with them. They went to a different area. We're gonna try and find a javelina now. We got a lot of information about what javelina do and some of their behaviors and activities and some of their sign, what to look for. So we're going to be looking for that.
You're basically an expert now.
I'm an expert at javelina hunting now. I'll tell you all about it as we're hiking. But I know essentially how they were created and their activities today. So I can explain all of that so that you too can be an expert at javelina hunting, having never seen a javelina in real life.
I don't think this is how you're supposed to cross.
Broke the camera. What we've been doing today is trying to adjust our eyeballs to a new area. I find ourselves having to do this even in Montana when we go to a new part of the state. That's different than what we've hunted before, where you just have to find the things that look different to you and then realize that those are the things that are normal in that area, and then disregard them as you're glassing. For instance, here, there's a lot of these weird little small cactuses that are big and look like they could be a javelina, but they're not javelinas. Usually when we're elk hunting, I just scan and glass large swaths of meadows or trees and look for a big-bodied animal that has a slightly different color. So I'm just scanning as if I'm looking for elk. It's not working out so far.
What'd you just do?
We just spotted some javelina. The cactuses finally moved. And so right now there's 4 javelinas on that hilltop over there. The sun just went down though, so I'm not sure if we have enough time to get over there and get a shot or spook them. So we're gonna decide.
It's up to you. What do you think?
They're so funny to watch. Let's see. I mean, we could try, I guess, if we like skirt onto that hillside, because these two connect there, and then I don't know, it's gonna be last light.
Let's give it a shot.
I have to take some coats off.
Okay.
If we hook onto that ridge. There's a mule deer. There's a mule deer over there too. I think let's try and get to that lowest one.
Do you still see that?
Yeah, there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe. And then at least one mule deer. I see them. Where's that low one?
Slowly work up towards him.
Just go straight up to him.
Use the wind.
I got to 30. I probably should have got closer because he wasn't moving, but I got scared.
The other one spooked.
Yeah, well, 2 of them spooked beforehand.
He's joking. First day of javelina hunting ever.
Yeah.
When's the first javelina you ever seen?
Might have been the first one. He was low down.
Oh yeah. Did you blink?
No.
He's dead. Nice job, Kara. What you got?
We got Javelina. Day 1. It's the first Javelina we saw. We saw a bunch of coos deer throughout the day. Came to a different area just on a whim and weren't seeing anything, and sun had just gone down. Started glassing and saw a cactus finally move. And then there was 3 javelinas up on the other hillside, which turned into 5 or 6, and decided to make a quick little trip over here. And about 15 minutes later, walked straight up to a javelina, got to 30 yards, took a couple shots, and here it is.
Javelina expert Kara Landolfi with her first javelina she ever spotted. She killed it.
Oops.
Nice job. Should we try eating some of him?
Yeah, I'd like to.
Heck yeah.
That's the whole point of hunting.
Oh, whoa. This one is like so much longer than this one.
So Clay just called us and told us how to do skin javelina. Well, he just said skin javelina, don't touch the scent gland or the butt. So Kara's gonna teach y'all how to skin javelina now.
So we finally skinned the head out because that's step 1 of processing your javelina. We will now hang up the javelina on this tree. So we just start going down.
Just put the whole damn thing in a game bag and
Just gonna dress up like a
call it a day. We
ghost.
could probably leave the head on there for packing out too. Or do you want to?
Let's do that.
Alright, well.
Okay.
I got us a nice little javelina in a bag now.
And this is how you pack out a javelina.
So this is javelina. That's what javelina tenderloins look like. Supplemented with a little bit of my Wyoming bull. That's your first javelina that you shot and have seen.
Honeycrisp apples in there for like I usually do the rest. Tastes like pepper. I just throw them on like they're a chicken strip. Yeah.
What do you think, Kara? How's your first javelina taste?
It tastes like meat.
Really profound.
It all tastes the same.